All right, reenactors have been drilling for months to prepare for a big Patriots Day weekend, recognizing 250 years since the battles of Lexington and Concord.
Yeah, and a local man who grew up dreaming of joining the Lexington Minute Men is now their commanding captain. Our NBC 10's Mary Marcos has his story all new at 6.
So my father took me to my very first reenactment as a baby. He carried me. I went every year since.
When Steve Cole was 9 years old, he decided to learn the drums with the goal of portraying William Diamond one day.
When I turned 18, I joined the Lexington Minute Men, and that dream came true. Company will advance!
Cole has sounded the alarm while reenacting the Battle of Lexington every year since, until now.
In 100 years from now, no one's going to know who Steve Cole was. But it's my mission to make sure that they know who Captain John Parker was.
The Lexington native was elected captain commanding last year, tapped to portray the man who led the battered Minutemen back into battle, with a speech still studied by the U.S. military today.
We had 15 casualties that morning. We could have very easily sat out the rest of the day, and no one would have thought differently of us. But Captain Parker, like I said, had no military experience at all. But he had the leadership and the courage to rally these troops again and continue the fight. And when I'm delivering those lines as Captain Parker, it's emotional.
Oh, you're missing 2 scouts.
In his new role, Cole put together a committee of historians to research and recreate the speech.
What you're going to see this year is going to be the most historically accurate portrayal of the Battle of Lexington that you'd ever see since we started doing it in 1968.
For Cole, honoring the country's very first veterans is personal.
I'm born and bred in Lexington. My grandfather was the chairman of the Bicentennial Committee in 1975. He was the state representative for Lexington then. So while he led the town of Lexington during the Bicentennial, I have the honor and privilege of leading the Lexington militia for the 250th. It's probably, next to being a dad, it's the greatest honor I've ever in my life.
And it's a tradition he hopes to pass on to the next generation.
My hope and my dream is that someday my son's out there with me.
Now the militia will be doing the same reenactment on April 19th, 250 years to the day since the Battle of Lexington. Reporting in Topsfield, Mary Marcos, NBC 10 Boston.